The Strat Casino Hotel, formerly known as the Stratosphere, stands currently where the Vegas World Casino used to be located. It was Bob Stupak's dream to have his own casino one day. The former Pittsburgh native moved to Las Vegas to try and make that happen. After a few different business attempts, he would find himself opening a small place just outside of downtown, which was a restaurant with live blackjack, but that didn't really work. He would then buy into a few Fremont Street properties like the Coin Castle and Glitter Gulch at one point. After selling those, he would find himself purchasing a 1.5-acre piece of land where Todd Kill, Bill Hayden, Lincoln Mercury dealership used to be located at 2000 Las Vegas Blvd South for $218,000. People at this time didn't consider this the Strip, but Stupak wanted to prove people wrong. He was approved for a gaming license in 1974 and would open the $1 million historic gambling museum on March 31st of 1974. The place had 15 slot machines, a few tables, and chips. Not a huge place, but the thing you would like to get started. Inside you could find the world's richest jackpot slot machine with a payout of $250,000, a free look at what a $100,000 bill would look like, which was fake, and a shower of money where players had the opportunity to catch as much of $1,000 as they could. Stupak also had a $50,000 jackpot on a nickel slot machine named Million to One. On the night of May 21st of 1974, some tourists walking down the sidewalk noticed smoke rising from the casino. 9 units from the fire department appeared, and many locals watched the casino burn. Stupak also was present, watching his dream burn and die in front of his eyes. Damages ranged from $500,000 to $2 million. Most of the first and second floor were ruined, but later in 1978, a few years after the fire and having to deal with insurance and legal matters, Stupak would be given a loan from E. Perry Thomas and Kenny Sullivan to be able to break ground for his casino hotel. It'd be the first casino hotel built on the corner of Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard since the Sahara opened in 1952. The Vegas World would open on July 13th of 1979 with 102 rooms and the motto, "The Sky's the Limit." It was said that it took $7 million to build, but in reality it cost a little over $3 million. Stupak sold his 5-carat diamond ring and his Rolls Royce to afford to build his dream again. Hours after opening, the table limits rose from $50 to $100, and later up to $2,000 bets were allowed. Stupak announced, "Don't come to the big place with the small bankroll. Come to the small place with the big bankroll." Shortly after that, the cage ran short on money, so he would take loans from Benny and Jack Binion. Stupak was the first casino operator to use extensive direct mail advertising. They had a crapsless craps, double exposure blackjack, the world's largest wheel of fortune that measured over 30 feet across, and people could also play Stupak heads up in a game of poker. By 1980, the Vegas World had brought in $7 million, and Stupak quickly reinvested it to build 900 more rooms and increase the casino from 15,000 to 80,000 square feet without any bank financing. Stupak's reputation of being a high-stakes gambler attracted some of the best players in the city. Anthony Spilatro made Stupak's card room a satellite office for suspected extortion and loan sharking activities. The outside of the Vegas World had an entire side painted with space stations and astronauts floating in outer space. A little fun fact, one night there was a wealthy player from Chicago who was down $200,000 and requested a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice. Stupak got a bag of oranges, went to the kitchen and squeezed them himself, brought them to the player, and he was very happy. On May 19th of 1984, Dan Coco was hired to jump off the building. On August 30th of 1984, it would happen and he was paid $1 million and landed safely. Stupak drove around Vegas in his Vegas World rocket car. In the late 1980s, Stupak had accomplished his dream, but in 1991, he announced that he wanted to build a Space Needle. He was unable to secure financing from lending institutions, so he embarked on a direct mail ad campaign, in which he said that if you invested $2,500, you would receive 5 once-a-year trips to stay at the Vegas World for 3 days and 2 nights, plus $500 in chips. In April of 1990, that dream would become a reality as the City Council approved the building of the Space Needle that would stand 921 feet tall. It wouldn't contain any sleeping areas but would have a 112,000 square foot floor area, a 360-degree revolving restaurant, meeting and conference rooms, shops, a wedding chapel, an outdoor observation area, as well as rides at the top. The tower's planned opening date was the summer of 1994. On Sunday, August 29th of 1993, a tourist noticed flames and smoke rising from the top deck of the tower. The fire was making its way down one of the legs. Firefighters arrived and set up at the top of the Vegas World Hotel, trying to get the flames out, but were unable to because the water was only making its way 30 floors short of the fire. Towards the end of January 1995, Vegas World was getting to the end of its days. It had been very successful. It had grown from 2 to 11 acres large. The casino grew from 15,000 to 18,000 feet. It had 1,350 slot machines and 40 table games, and in the last years generating over $100 million. On February 1st of 1995, the Vegas World closed its doors. That was the history of the Vegas World, one of Vegas's landmarks and where the Strat Casino is today. Many people don't know of the Vegas World, but hopefully we'll know some history about it now. If you're new here, please like and comment what you thought about the video. Also, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot, and it helps me know that you're enjoying the content that I make. Let me know what casinos or Nevada landmarks you'd like to see next. And thanks again. It's been Oscar. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.